Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Franchise Pearson, and welcome again to my channel. It is Saturday. Happy Saturday, August 23rd of 2025, 9:28 in the a.m. Let's say it together. Praise God, from whom all blessings flow. Many of you all might have seen this video that I created yesterday. Marshall, National Guard to Chicago. Trump says they're screaming for me. Little did I know that simultaneously, there were bits and pieces hanging out there, but yet not pushed in the media for us to see. And that is that 19 other places, not only Chicago, 19 other places, the National Guard is coming. And this hint of the National Guard and or troops being sent, it's real, people. Something is happening. I said late last year and this year numerous times that there would be a clash in America, a moment's, I'm going to spell it. I think they had planned this a long time ago. This is what they want. Now, I plan on going to a rally this evening. I'm not sure if I'll make it. I'll see if I can. There's a rally here in Chicago downtown against Trump and what he's been doing. But people, I want to do a follow-up, because 19 places, I'm going to give you the names of these places. That's well over what, maybe 40% of our cities. Where are we going with this? Yeah. 38% of our cities. This man is doing things beyond the Constitution. You got lawmakers talking about it, but there's no action. You got people sprinkled in the media talking about it, but there's no action. You can't just say, well, see, what I think is going on is that the powers are strategizing. Trump going out there, meeting with the National Guard and speaking to them and getting a little publicity. He's ramping things up. So it's a gradualistic plan. Put it in the comment section, you know what I'm trying to say. He's gradually seeding this atmosphere. Here I am. I've been talking about it for a while. I'm out here now with the National Guard. Then Boley says Chicago's next. But Boley also a week plus ago, he said we probably would go into other cities. But now, again, there's 19 other places that he's going into. 19 other cities. That's a sneak attack. And let me tell you what I mean by that. He's talking about, if need be, if things get out of hand, and I'm paraphrasing, then he'll send in the troops. Well, suppose that's the plan altogether. You hint at what you're going to do, then you go to 19 cities, and it's more so the impression that you're getting is that we're going to take care of this illegal crime, or we're going to help remove illegals. That's the feeling that you get. But you can't help but think that the National Guard being there, that if something kicks off, then they go into another phase or another mode. So I'm thinking all this is planned. You can justify it by doing this when you get this pushback, which I believe that's planned. In other words, the whole thing is contrived, people. I said this last year, and I'm saying it this year, and I'm saying it now. There is a playbook, there is a plan, and our politicians have got to recognize and do something about it. But I got a funny feeling, just like BLM, just like Antifa, these things, it's going full steam ahead because this is what they want. And something is going to tip it off. And I do not believe the ones that come up against the National Guard and whomever, those would be the predominance of us, civil people. I think these will be paid people, people who are planted, people who are bussed in. Be aware of your surroundings, people. That includes me. I'm going to go to some of these marches and cover them live. But I do believe this is a internal plan. They've done it before in other countries. Like I said before, I believe the civil rights movement was hijacked. You can argue with me later on. But this is no new game. This is no new strategy. This is something where they know exactly how many people they need, when to cause a skirmish, when to strike, because the goal is to shut us down. Now you got to ask yourself, as they do this in phases, what's the end game? Is it a 15-minute city? Is it to go back the way it was 5 years ago? Will this hurt the economy like it did 5 years ago? Think about what I'm saying. Will only the bigs open up? Do you understand? That way it's controlled where you can shop in what time. Whereas the mom and pops, you're telling them you got to close down. We could be headed that way. I'm not trying to throw doom and gloom, but I understand the devil. Because my thing is, once the troops are here, if they come, once the National Guard is here, Trump, look, I had to do a lot of research late last night when this came out. And I was surprised how long it took me to do the research, to come up with stuff that's kind of hidden and tucked. But I have enough just to show you that this is more than me just talking. This is real for real. So check this out. National Guard mobilizing in 19 states amid immigration crime crackdown. See, it's under the guise of immigration. This came out late last night, 7:35. Yesterday's date. Now, up to 1,700 National Guardsmen are set to mobilize in 19 states in the coming weeks to assist the Department of Homeland Security with President Trump nationwide. Crackdown on illegal immigration and crime. Pentagon officials confirmed to Fox News. Documents obtained by Fox News show planning for activations in Alabama, Arkansas, Florida, Georgia, Idaho, Indiana, Iowa, Louisiana, Nebraska, Nevada, New Mexico, Ohio, Southern California, South Dakota, Tennessee, Texas, Utah, Virginia, Wyoming, with status effective from August through mid-November. Texas is projecting to host the most significant Guard presence. The National Guard soldiers being mobilized will effectively serve as a support pillar to a sweeping federal interagency effort, while also serving as a visible deterrent force, a U.S. defense official said. The service members supporting ICE will be performing case management, transportation, logistics support, and clerical functions associated with the process of illegal immigration at the facilities. In and out processing may include personal data collection, fingerprinting, DNA, swabbing, and photographing of personnel in ICE custody, the official said. It's deep, y'all. It's deep. Now listen to this here. Timing might be off, so I might have to play it twice. Check it out. Fox is reporting National Guard troops are now deploying to 19 states.
Troops are now set to mobilize across 19 states over the coming weeks. They are going to help Homeland Security execute a sweeping federal crime and immigration crackdown that is underway now. The order is effective August through mid-November, Fox News is learning, and a U.S. defense official tells Jackie Heinrich and Liz Frieden the National Guard being mobilized will effectively serve as a support pillar. 1,700 now.
Isn't that something? It's out of hand, people. I wanna show you something from the beginning, okay? Check this out.
I mean, I keep seeing about a 30-day deadline, of which we have 22 days left or something, but if I think we're in great shape here, that's one thing, but if I don't, I'm gonna just say it's a national emergency, and if I have a national emergency, I can keep the troops there as long as I want. When we're ready.
You heard that? If I have a national emergency, I'll keep them there as long as I want.
I mean, I keep seeing about a 30-day deadline, of which we have 22 days left or something, but if I think we're in great shape here, that's one thing, but if I don't, I'm going to just say it's a national emergency, and if I have a national emergency, I can keep the troops there as long as I want. When we're ready, we'll go in and we'll straighten out Chicago, just like we did D.C. Chicago is very dangerous, great place. I built great stuff there. I have a.
So you hear the plan. You're hearing it from the horse's mouth. That's what I want to give you. Check it out.
Living and existing in their lives, and that's what Trump wants.
When Mayor Bowser was here on the show,
The day before Trump
said that he was going to send the National Guard here, she said, Paul, I want 500 more police officers. If the president were serious, if Republicans were serious about crime in Washington, they would give her the money, the $1.1 billion that they snatched from the district in the CR, but they would give her the money for 500 cops, not $2 billion like the president's asking for grass, wherever he wants to put it in the city. But
you guys probably saw that video, and I saw it. He was bragging how he was going to fix up DC and spend all this money, grass and stuff like that. I mean, let me see if I can pull that up. It's ridiculous. Trump wants to beautify Washington D.C. Billions of dollars to spend. Let's see that. So here you go. Trump says he's raising $2 billion from Congress to have D.C. beautified. Instead of, like they're suggesting, this is not something they're making up. I watched the video yesterday. I couldn't believe it. Talking about how he wants to beautify DC. But you've got $1 billion already sitting there to hire police. Now, what you have to understand about this, and I'll take the critique and criticism that it should be beautified. I'm not arguing that a city shouldn't be beautified. My question is prioritizing. My question also is that you want to do the fix me up in terms of crime, but she's the mayor. They don't have a governor, but she's the mayor, and you're tying her purse up so she can hire what she needs. Well, that's an authoritarian government. She's elected, but you're not pushing the money. Congress is not allocating the money. What is the problem? The problem is that we are in a time where Trump and the plan and the playbook is marching and pushing through with that. It's execution time. And when you really think this thing through, the local police, the ICE agents that are there, at some point, if things get worse, like I said minutes ago, if things get worse, then to me, Trump in a time of emergency is going to supersede all existing law enforcement. Because now it's crisis. It's under the umbrella of a crisis. This is what I'm saying, people, about what the Bible talks about deception in the last days. That even if God did not shorten the days, even the very elect, would be challenging, not only in their salvation, but in terms of being able to see. So I'm trying to do these videos so you can see now a plan in the process. Some might call it doom and gloom, but look at the trend. Do you think all the videos I've done over the past 4+ years where I've showed the 5 C's at work, do you think that 30 or 40 kids are getting together and robbing convenience stores? Do you really think that that wasn't a plan by a dark God, by an entity, by a social planner, to now get to a point where they can justify cracking down on these cities and the guns and the drugs over the generations? You think that wasn't a plan to bring us to this point where they can justify it? At some point, you gotta look at the whole picture. How it originated, how it germinated. Then you couple it with the rap, the attitude, the gangster rap attitude. And do you think that every unalive moment of a rapper or anyone out in the street with this violence, you don't think that there are people out here doing this other than the people that they say are doing it? You understand this crime? If we didn't learn anything else, it was how a lot of these cities allowed BLM and Antifa to run ramshot. And the police were like, their hands were tied. And trust me, you're gonna see a lot of theatrics. If this thing goes through, they're gonna do it just like they have been doing the illegals. They got people out there, the media's gonna be there rounding up people. I think a lot of this stuff is fake. A lot of stuff is fake news. I haven't been doing videos on it lately, but I see the colors. Orange and gold together, or red and yellow together, and purple, and people. A lot of this news is fabricated so they can keep justifying their next move. They're almost at their end game. Look at what they're talking. Let's read this thing again. They're going to be doing this thing soon. They're going to be doing this thing soon. Can't find the date. I think it's next month. They're going to be doing this thing, and it's set for a month. But once they get the clause in this thing, I lost the date here, but some of you guys might remember. I think it's for 1 month. I think it's like September and October, something like that. Here it is here. Okay. There will be training August 25th through early September. That's when the training hits. Woo. Fewer than 2% of the authorized forces have been mobilized so far, but missions coordinated under state governors are projected to expand in the coming weeks, including in Virginia, where approximately 60 soldiers and airmen. What do you need airmen for? Why do you need airmen? Will begin training August 25th to begin duty by early September. So we're talking a couple of weeks from now. I would not be surprised if you see fighting dogs, mechanical dogs, all types of drones, AI. I'm serious, people. I am serious, and I have been saying for a few years now, even on this channel, that I've seen more helicopters in Chicago flying back and forth than any other time. Was that preparation for now? I'm gonna say it again. You guys probably remember a lot of videos. In fact, let me just stall there because I know the thought in my mind. If your son and daughter is a part of this, let me know and give me the date when they say they're gonna be leaving, and give me the state. Give me the state and give me the date and your feelings. But I have been saying, and if I catch them out there again, I'm gonna do a short video. But I just saw some about 4 days ago. It was 3 helicopters just running past. I am seeing more air activity in Chicago than any other time, and I've lived here all my life. Helicopters practicing all over the city. You are not going to make me believe when you put this whole thing in a ball of wax, this wasn't planned. Sometimes you have to look in retrospect to piece it together. What's going on in your city? Have you been seeing a lot of helicopters? I believe that's training, geographics. That's what I believe they're doing. My name is Sept Pearson. Please share the video. Stay woke. Not the negative woke, but just be woke. Be aware. I'm gonna try to make it downtown and run a live video today about the Trump demonstration. People, these are serious times. Our Lord and Savior is coming again. I need to stay right. You need to stay right. We need to get right. We need to get right. We need to get ready for the flight. I need to get ready for the flight. Jesus got to be coming again. Psychologically, you can see and feel that the squeeze is coming on. Last week I did a video and I showed you these checkpoints. A lot of checkpoints have gone up in Chicago. They are planning something, people. They are planning something. And if something comes up like it did 5 years ago, think about it. You got the situation, I'm not gonna mention it. You got the situation 5 years ago where everything was locked down. You know what it was. The economy is gonna go to hell. Because business is already in trouble. If we have another situation like we had 5, 6 years ago, you can forget about it. Probably over 30% of the mom and pop businesses will never open again. And then they're gonna give out stimulus checks. We just made $37 trillion in debt 2 weeks ago. That's gonna add to the debt. I'm Sept Pearson. God bless. God bless America. God bless the world.